Well, let's get perspective from one of America's biggest trading partners. Let's bring in NBC News international correspondent Janis Mackey. Frayer, she joins us from Beijing. Janis, good morning. Obviously, so many of these headlines coming from this rift between the U.S. and China. During his meeting in the White House yesterday with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, President Trump spoke about his new threatened 50% tariff on China. We just played that for viewers a moment ago. Now, stocks in Hong Kong traded slightly higher earlier today. But walk us through these tariffs, how China's responding, what markets have been like there over the past few days.
Savannah, China responded to President Trump's threat of additional tariffs with defiance and its own threat of countermeasures to fight a trade war with the U.S., quote, to the end. China is very clear in saying it's not going to back down from imposing these countermeasures to what officials here call U.S. blackmail. They see negotiation as legitimizing the tariff blitz that has hit manufacturing hubs right across Asia. Here, a spokesperson for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed to me there are no talks at any level between the U.S. and China over trade. He told me, quote, the U.S. lacks a genuine willingness to engage in serious dialogue. Now, before the markets open here today, the government unleashed a series of measures aimed at helping to stabilize the stock market, and we saw it turn higher today. That included share buybacks from several state-owned companies. They're known here as China's national team. And in many ways, China has been preparing for this for a very long time, and they seem confident that there are more moves that they can make. Savannah?
Janis, U.S. total goods trade with China, I mean, just to give viewers a perspective of how large this is, it reached an estimated $582 billion last year, top trade with the U.S. Explain to us the impacts that tariffs on both countries will have on prices and what specific items we may see surge because of this.
Well, if President Trump goes through with what he has vowed, this additional 50% tariffs on all Chinese goods going into the U.S., that's 104% on anything consumers buy from China. Clothing, shoes, car parts, toys, tech, household stuff. The list goes on and on. Adidas has 82 factories in China. 80% of all toys in the U.S. are made in China. 29% of clothing and footwear. Basically everything you use in daily life. And the deadlines are now piling on. These back and forth tariffs are set to take effect over the next 48 hours. When it will be reflected in the prices you pay, that still isn't clear. It could be weeks, months, even years. Some U.S. companies are coming under pressure to move their entire supply chains, which for a company like Apple could take years. What does seem to be clear, though, Savannah, is that these higher tariffs are not going away. For global trade, this is the new norm.
Janis, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced yesterday the U.S. is opening trade negotiations with Japan. He posted on X that President Trump tasked him to co-lead the talks. What should we know about this?
Well, China is defiant, but other countries like Japan, like Vietnam, Cambodia, South Korea, they're all signaling they want to negotiate with the U.S., even if the talks are no guarantee of big tariff relief. Japan looks set to get priority after this call between President Trump and Japan's prime minister, who says he's sending a trade team to Washington. They will present a package of measures to try to reduce the 24% tariffs that were levied as part of Liberation Day. And remember, there's also 25% tariffs coming in on cars. The auto sector is a huge pillar of Japan's economy. Japanese firms, some of the biggest investors in the U.S. So the Treasury Secretary is set to lead those talks. Japan is one of America's closest allies and a regional security partner. So moving to the front of the line of countries hoping for a better deal.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.